Hey, this is Nevin again. This week on the Disc-It Cooking episode, we want to bring to you an awesome poppy seed chicken recipe. This week's episode is sponsored by Party Parts. Stay tuned. Hey, this is Nevin again with Disc-It, coming to you with yet another episode as to why cooking outdoors has never been better. Again, how, why, the Disc-It, the only fully customizable product on the market. Now we can manufacture your Disc-It to whatever design you want. We have a very special treat for you today. We're bringing Ippy in to show us how to make his last minute recipe on how to bring in chicken and whatever was left in the refrigerator on the Disc-It. Ippy, tell me what you're gonna do here today, man.
You know what we got is we got some cubed up chicken, some vegetables, some tomatoes, some onions, and we got some really cool poppy seed and some paprika. Oh, nope, that's seasonal, paprika. So we're gonna just kind of throw the chicken on. Along with that, we'll get that going, throw the poppy seed, let it kind of simmer and soak in. One of your other guys on one of your other shows talked about something about the juices, but I have no idea. So
what do you call it, a reconciliation of juices or something like that?
Yeah, so I don't know. All I know is that we put the poppy seed dressing in with the chicken, put some of the paprika, a little bit of pepper and some seasonings, and it comes out really good. So.
Well, let me tell you a little bit of history about this. He gave me a little bit of insight. With the Disc-It, it's so versatile in your cooking. It's not just so much the totally prepared recipes that we give to you. I mean, everything he has on a PDF format, you can print it out and everything else. But the versatility of the Disc-It allows you to look through the refrigerator or the cabinet and say, what if I can do this, 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 and this, and that? And Ippy, correct me if I'm wrong, but you came up with this because of what you found in your cupboard, what you found in your refrigerator. Isn't that about right?
Yeah,
or?
Basically we just had some tomatoes, some onions, actually a couple of tomatoes. I think we had some vegetables, and we had one thing of poppy seed and a bunch of chicken, and the kids loved it. So poppy seed has kind of a sweet taste to it, yeah. Kind of creamy, so it goes really good with the chicken. The vegetables just kind of give you healthy eating, so it's not a bad deal.
So now we're taking something for what can I make for dinner tonight versus what can I get things into. So let's get this thing started here. I'm going to turn the Disc-It on. So I got ignition right there. Do we need any oil to the disc first?
I usually put just a splash of oil just to kind of do that.
Okay.
Maybe a tablespoon or so. And really
you're using just vegetable oil here?
Vegetable oil,
nice.
Just whatever you have. It's not a big deal. Then you kind of move it around. You can throw the chicken up on top.
Nice. And this is just lean
just
chicken
lean
breast,
chicken,
you
breast,
cut up,
whatever.
Okay.
I think when we did it, we had, it was chicken thighs or something, portions. And like I say, it was just happened to be what we had left.
Hey, by the way, nice t-shirt.
Oh, this was actually a gift from you guys, which I was really surprised. I didn't get as nice a one as my partner did, but that's okay. So what we do is we just actually get the chicken on there, start getting it a little bit cooked. You do it on high.
So you're browning it real quick is what you're doing?
Yeah. You want to just brown it, get it going. Throw a little bit of your seasonings on there.
What do you got there? You got the pepper?
We got regular pepper.
You know I love pepper, man. Hook it up.
Me too, so get that in there. Just kind of get the seasoning going. A little bit of garlic, something. Oops,
wrong side.
Not as much of that.
Garlic.
Little seasoned salt. Real little seasoned salt.
Well, this thing right here is starting to cook. Let me take a minute to switch over to the Ask Nevin Anything question. So today's featured question on Ask Nevin Anything again is how do we get our disc seasoned so perfectly? Now the biggest answer to that is first of all start off with a great basic seasoning process. Now if you go through the blog, you can go to the YouTube section. We have an awesome beginning seasoning section on that thing. You can watch in the video how we're doing the initial seasoning with it. But the very best answer to how to get a perfect seasoned disc like we've been cooking on here, obviously the more you use it, the better it seasons. The other biggest trick to it is as you are starting to go ahead and when you cook, you pull your food out of there. While your food is still hot, clean the disc real well. Use a little bit of sea salt, which is an abrasive. Put in a little bit of oil if you need it. But even better yet, when the disc is almost cooled, wipe the whole thing down with a little bit of vegetable oil. Some people prefer lard. Some people use olive oil. Whatever you want to do. But when it's almost cooled, wipe it down. Again, the more you use it, the better it seasons, and the better you get to entertain your guests and friends.
Nev, you did show me one time, because I was missing the outside rings.
That's a good point. It's a good point.
You showed me to push it.
Well, let me show you what I'm talking about. What I'm going to do here is we're talking about seasoning. Now, the center of the heat from the burner itself on the disket is centered right in the middle. If I take the disc and I set it up on the edge here, now the center of that flame is directed here on the edge instead of in the very center of the disc. So I can season one section at a time and rotate it as I need to get all of the surface area directly centered over that flame. So that's another trick. I'm glad you brought that up. Some people don't know that. Now, please be very careful. The burner puts out a lot of heat. The disc is hot. So only work with it when it's a very safe position.
So what you do is, now that it's nice and hot, you put in your poppy seed dressing. And you want to just make sure that you get it in there. You lower your grill down.
Turn that down here.
And then you can start putting in some of your...
Wow, look how creamy the poppy seed dressing is.
And it'll cook really fast. Just kind of get the seasoned taste in there. So you just kind of want to get it boiling so it doesn't burn.
So now you got all the poppy seed in there, then you got the chicken, your seasonings, the poppy seed. Do you put any vegetables, or what do you got going on next?
Yeah, what we do is, like I said, the first time we had a couple of tomatoes left over, some onion left over, and then just some bell peppers. So we'll throw those in as it gets a little bit warmer. And you want it almost like a little stew, so you can see it just has a little bit.
That's nice.
And it stays creamy.
It does look
And then it just has that real good taste.
Hey, before you get to all the rest of what you're doing here, I don't want to take you away from this, but let me take a minute to talk about the disket, the spotlighted disket here. This particular episode, Ippy, we're going to feature the Chinese Dragon disket. Now, the Chinese Dragon, which you'll see featured in the clip here, and also by visiting the pattern section of the website, you'll see has a whole history to it, and there's a lot of different patterns you can see. There's like over 420 different designs. We can come up with every design you want. Now, the person who had requested the Chinese Dragon disket was out of Santa Fe, New Mexico. So thank you for that request. Unfortunately, I can't remember everybody who designs all the different diskettes, but thank you for the Chinese Dragon. It's been a big hit. So you got red and green and
bell pepper, just
yellow
whatever we
bell
had in there.
peppers, some onions.
This one has a little bit of onions. This is some fresh onions with that.
Nice.
So just a little bit more, kind of like the onions. So you just kind of spread those in there. You don't want to get it too early, because it'll burn. Nice. And it'll make the vegetables just look funky and taste funky.
And you've already got the disc on, looks like low?
Yeah.
Right.
So we just do that. And really, you could actually just turn it off now. Cool. And with the heat, because it stays so hot, you can actually just warm up those vegetables so that they stay crisp. Mm-hmm. And then you're pretty much done. So you're gonna just serve this on a plate, or do you put it in tortilla, or is it better just in a plate? We put it over rice, but
fried rice or white rice?
Just regular white rice, minute rice we've used. Okay. And then we put it in a tortilla with, kind of a burrito form.
Pretty much whatever you want then.
Yeah, you can put whatever on it, and it just comes out really good.
Nice.
Pretty healthy if you look at it. It's got some good vegetables in there, and then just the poppy seed. If you look at the chicken,
Well, let me see what you got here. Let me grab a plate here. Let's see what you're up to here. I'm just gonna take a small portion here. Look at those vegetables. Man, that looks good. So, and you call this what? This is Ippy's disket what?
It's Ippy's disket poppy seed paprika chicken.
That's a mouthful.
It is.
And hopefully this is too. Now you're gonna have to help me out here.
Cooking outdoors has never been better.
That was too slow though. Do it again. Ready?
Cooking outdoors has never been better.
Disket. Let's see what this tastes like.
See? Creamy.
It was creamy. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you sign up on our website here to be part of the many thousands of people on our disket community. All you got to do is go to disc-it.com/free. You can be part of what we do, get a free video, free recipes, free information, and disket deals. Cooking outdoors has never been better. Disket.